Mounting a short-barreled rifle in the United States isn't exactly a quick process. Between the NFA paperwork, the $200 tax stamp, and the months-long approval wait, getting an SBR requires a level of patience many shooters simply don't have. Once approval finally arrives, what do you gain? Usually a proper stock, the ability to use certain accessories, and the handling characteristics that make compact firearms so appealing. Because of that process, many shooters choose pistol configurations with stabilizing braces instead. They're faster to acquire, cheaper up front, and avoid much of the bureaucratic hassle. Still, there are situations where a brace doesn't provide the feel, appearance, or functionality shooters want. That's where a true SBR starts making sense. For those considering the jump into the short-barreled rifle world, here are some pistol caliber platforms that genuinely justify the effort. When SIG Sauer introduced the MPX in 2013, it immediately attracted attention. At a time when much of the industry was focused on compact rifle caliber carbines, SIG doubled down on the advantages of pistol caliber platforms. Those advantages are easy to appreciate. Lower recoil, lighter weight, affordable ammunition, and excellent maneuverability make pistol caliber carbines highly effective at short distances and inside confined spaces. Unlike many competing designs that rely on straight blowback operation, the MPX uses a short-stroke gas piston system. This setup allows the bolt to remain locked until pressures drop to safe levels, reducing felt recoil and keeping moving parts lighter. The result is a smoother shooting firearm that performs exceptionally well when suppressed. The ergonomics closely mirror the AR-15, making the transition easy for most shooters. Controls feel familiar, the receiver remains compact, and the platform supports barrel changes and extensive customization. As an SBR, the MPX truly shines. The compact receiver and collapsible stock create a highly maneuverable package that remains comfortable to shoot. The primary downside is cost. Both the firearm and its proprietary magazines command premium prices. Fortunately, 9mm ammunition remains relatively affordable, helping offset long-term operating costs. Few firearms have earned the reputation enjoyed by the HK MP5. Although newer designs have entered the market, the MP5 continues to be one of the most respected pistol caliber platforms ever built. Adopted by elite military and law enforcement units around the world, it established a legacy based on reliability, accuracy, and controllability. Constructed primarily from stamped steel, the MP5 is heavier than many modern alternatives. It also lacks some of the modularity shooters expect today and doesn't offer compatibility with common magazine systems. Yet, despite those limitations, it remains remarkably effective. Its roller-delayed blowback system, derived from the larger HK G3 rifle, does an outstanding job of managing recoil. The action stays smooth, predictable, and easy to control during rapid fire. There are numerous MP5 variants available, ranging from relatively expensive to extremely expensive. While the initial investment can be substantial, the platform benefits from inexpensive 9mm ammunition. Converting an MP5 into an SBR makes practical sense because the original fixed stock dramatically improves handling and comfort. For shooters seeking the classic MP5 experience, a properly configured SBR remains one of the most satisfying options available. The KRISS Vector chambered in 10mm auto delivers a unique blend of power and controllability. 10mm has earned a reputation for producing impressive energy levels, with some loads approaching the performance of lower-end .44 Magnum revolver ammunition. Normally, That kind of power comes with significant recoil. The Vector addresses that challenge through its distinctive Super V recoil mitigation system. Rather than directing recoil forces straight rearward, the design redirects much of the movement downward. This helps reduce muzzle rise and keeps the firearm surprisingly controllable despite the power of the cartridge. The result is a gun that shoots softer than many people expect. Felt recoil often feels closer to a 9mm than a traditional 10mm platform. Earlier Vector models used lower capacity magazines, but modern versions support 33-round magazines, providing substantial firepower in a compact package. Combined with excellent maneuverability and natural ergonomics, the platform becomes particularly attractive as an SBR. The biggest drawback is ammunition cost. 10mm remains considerably more expensive than 9mm, making high-volume shooting more costly unless you're willing to reload. For shooters wanting serious ballistic performance without sacrificing control, the Vector remains a compelling option. UZI may not be the newest design on the market, but its reputation remains well-deserved. Originally developed for military service, the UZI became one of the most recognizable submachine guns ever produced. While modern firearms often emphasize lightweight materials and modularity, the UZI takes a different approach. It's heavy, it's simple, and it works. That substantial weight actually becomes an advantage when shooting. The mass helps absorb recoil, making the firearm exceptionally controllable despite its compact dimensions. Chambered in 9mm, the UZI remains reliable, accurate, and easy to feed. 32-round magazines are common, affordable, and widely available. Converting an UZI into an SBR is relatively straightforward. Many configurations simply require installation of the appropriate stock to unlock the platform's full potential. Once completed, the firearm offers a shooting experience that remains remarkably satisfying decades after its introduction. The UZI may not have modern features, but it continues proving why it became a legend in the first place. No list of SBR-worthy platforms would be complete without mentioning the AR pattern 9mm carbine. The AR platform's greatest strength has always been modularity. That flexibility translates perfectly into pistol caliber configurations, giving shooters access to familiar controls, extensive aftermarket support, and excellent accuracy. Many 9mm ARs operate using a straight blowback system, which can increase bolt weight and felt recoil. However, more advanced designs have improved upon that formula. The CMNG Banshee stands out as a prime example. Using a radial-delayed blowback system, it reduces recoil while maintaining reliability. The platform is available not only in 9mm, but also in 45 ACP and 10mm. Auto. Magazine options are plentiful and affordable, especially on models designed around Glock pattern magazines. Combined with AR ergonomics and extensive customization options, these firearms make outstanding SBR candidates. Whether configured for home defense, recreational shooting, or range use, a well-built 9mm AR remains one of the most versatile short-barreled rifle platforms available. There are plenty of firearms that can benefit from SBR conversion, but some platforms gain far more from the process than others. The SIG MPX combines soft recoil with modern ergonomics. The MP5 delivers legendary smoothness and proven reliability. The KRISS Vector brings impressive 10mm performance with surprisingly manageable recoil. The UZI offers timeless durability and battlefield-proven design. And the 9mm AR platform provides unmatched flexibility and customization. Whether an SBR is worth the paperwork, tax stamp, and weight ultimately comes down to personal priorities. But for shooters willing to go through the process, these platforms offer performance advantages that make the investment easier to justify.